Here's this note card, front, back. Okay. American football is the most watched sport in our country. The NFL is number one, and close behind it is college football, and then it's a big old gap until the NBA. And the quarterback is the most well-known position in the entire country. You watch a game on Saturday or Sunday, you see a quarterback make a 50-yard throw down the field with a perfect spiral, end up in the receiver's hand perfectly. Do you think, how do they do that? How do they make those throws game in and game out? Well, that's why I'm here to teach you. They make it look so effortless, but with 3 simple steps, you'll be able to throw a football in no time. So the first part of this process is the grip. You see here, and you see in the images down there when the camera gets panned, you want your middle finger and your index finger above this top lace here. And these 2 fingers don't really matter. You want your thumb kind of just grabbing on, holding the football. But these 2 fingers being up here is all for control of the football, and then that way it allows this index finger to come off the football last when you release it, which I'll get to why that's important. The next step of throwing a football will be the stance and your posture. So to be ready to throw a football, you have to have a strong athletic stance. And then when you're about to throw, you want to put about 70% of your body weight into your back leg. So you see, I'm going to throw with my right hand here, so I'm going to put about 70% of my body weight onto this back leg. And that is for power when you release the football, so that way you're not throwing with just your arm, you're throwing with your lower body as well. So you're here, you kind of want to keep the football as you're waiting in the middle of your chest, not maybe a little slightly back to where you're throwing, just to cut off some time when you start the throwing motion. Which, getting into the throwing motion, you want to be able to push the football backwards. You want your arm at about a 90-ish degree angle, does not have to be exact, but about a 90-ish degree angle like this, backwards. As you do this, you want to simultaneously take a step, not outward, but move your foot to where your opposite foot to where you want to throw the football. And you want to line that up with your top shoulder on that side. So you aim that at where you want to throw the football. You wind up, you come up, it's about a 3/4 arm angle that you want to be at. You don't want to be side arm down here. You don't want to be over the top where you're killing your shoulder. 3/4 arm angle. Simply release. Snap down with your wrist as you throw the football. Why you do that? That allows the football to come off of your index finger right here, and it allows for spiral to happen on the football. Same thought process as shooting a basketball. They tell you put your hand in the cookie jar. It's the same exact idea. You want to put your hand in the cookie jar. Spinning the pigskin around isn't reserved for just the pros and the college athletes. It's an easy skill that everyone can learn with just a little bit of practice. As you try, you will not throw a perfect spiral on your first throw. I know I didn't when I started football many, many years ago. But as the saying always goes, no matter what you're talking about, practice makes perfect. Thank you. Yes, everybody does. Just go through all the slides. Show the card again. End it.